Gilberto, Zurdo, Ramirez versus Doritos. Now, this fight is on the Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez undercard. And to be honest with you, I don't really understand why not. Alright, so Zurdo, he's a two-time world champion. He owns half the belts at cruiserweight, right? Doritico is like that. Doritico is I guess he's ranked in one of the sanctioning bodies, but it doesn't make any sense why this fight is on, right? Zurdo, he's been fighting high-level competition. This is kind of like a walk-through fight just to make him look good. Doritico last fight was a year ago, and before that, no, his last fight was 2 years ago. Then before that it was a year ago, and before that it was a year ago. He's fighting once every year, and now gets a shot after 2 years laying off, gets a shot to be two-time world champion at cruiserweight. Now, obviously, he's not going to win, but that's just sort of in the speculative field where there is a possibility that he hits Zurdo with just the right shot, knocks him down or something. If that ever happens, he sat on his ass for 2 years and became two-time world champion of cruiserweight. And this was the same situation with Keyshawn Davis and Edwin De Los Santos, where he sits on his ass for 2 years and now gets a title shot. What sense does that make? But the fight is on. Doritico is fighting for 2 world champion titles. And now let's go into their styles. Now, Gilberto, he's a juggernaut, a slugger, a shotgun punch. He has combinations. He has quick combinations, but slow feet. He stands still, he just waits and preys down on his opponents, slowly deteriorating them physically over and over until he just absolutely crushes them. With Doritico, he's the same way, but he's not as fast with the combinations. Like Gilberto, he's slow on his feet, he's slow movement. There's no waist, there's no head movement, there's nothing there. But he has quick hands, so that he can get away with it, because he's going to punish you while you're trying to plan him out or trying to land shots on him. With Doritico, it's like Urian, I don't know his name. Doritos. With Doritos, he's like a worse Ramirez. Like, I mean, he might have power. With the few fights that I saw, he doesn't look all too powerful, but he's slow on the feet, he's slow with his reaction speed, and then he has slow hands. All of that is going against him in this fight. So obviously this is probably going to be Zurdo eating him alive during this fight. I don't see it going any other way. But the fight is on. Jake Paul versus Julio Chavez undercard. Jake Paul probably put this fight up, to be honest. He's going to have a bloodbath of an undercard. It's probably going to be an exciting card. I don't know if it's pay-per-view. I don't care to buy it. Maybe there's people buying it for Zurdo, but from my understanding, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was never really, he was world champion, but it's kind of like, we know your father. Oh, come on. So I don't know if Julio Cesar Chavez is good enough. Like, if it's just going to be another Tommy Fury situation where it's just two trash, mediocre boxers in the ring. But Julio Cesar Chavez, he has the belt, or he had a belt. So he should have some type of technicality, some type of skills. But who knows? I'm just excited for the Zurdo carnage to see. That is going to be an amazing sight, a beauty to the eyes. But Julio Cesar Chavez versus Jake Paul, Zurdo versus Doritos, exciting card.